All right, you ready? You good to go?
Yeah.
You in there? All right, cool. Nah, dog, I don't need that green screen, dog. You getting this in live and living color, man. All right, yo, let's jump up in, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's get rid of some of this branding here. All right, let's get ready, man. Let's look at.
Know what that means? Licking my chops.
Oh man, how do you feel about that? How did that make you feel?
What's that?
Licking your chops. So Pat Beck lifting his chops before we start our pod. Is that something that do you like that?
I was about to throw that nigga up as my background picture, but fuck it. But, honestly, okay, well, I guess we'll just jump right into it. Well, first off, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm great, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm great.
Hey, man, let's toast to God and shit.
Yo, for real, man. Yeah. Toast up. Pull up. Hey, folks, what's going on? Thank y'all for joining us. For those that don't know, post show blow. And I'm Tresh.
And this is episode 354-B of the Real Nigga News Network.
Real Nigga News
Tresh
Network.
Romeo News Nigga Network. Nigga. So anyway, so you brought up Pet Bev, right? So
Yeah.
you know the GOAT tweeted today. You seen that shit, right?
No.
Troll tweeted. So he said, "Oh, don't tell me the Bucks traded a chip to fucking Boston."
Oh yeah, this nigga. Yeah,
Holiday.
man. Not right now, man. Not right now. Not right
Drew
now.
Holiday, right? So go ahead. You got something?
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, honestly, it's funny because you're right. I did see that, but then I just didn't want to see that because that was in the midst of the game, and I don't know. I didn't want to see all that. But
yeah, I ain't a big enough fan of what Dallas got going on to be in denial. You know, I've do that enough for my own city. So
yeah.
When it comes to them, I'm like more realistic about their situation. I'm like, all right, young niggas, okay, he's a cone on D. Okay, this nigga's supposed to be offensive dynamo. He ain't dynamoing. Oh, this next nigga is supposed to be an offensive dynamo. He ain't dynamoing either.
Ain't no shit. Damn.
Who the rest of these niggas on the team? Nobody. You know.
And that's funny. I watched them and I think like, damn, these niggas could probably use Grant Williams right now.
Yep. He in Charlotte doing absolutely nothing with his life.
Yeah, I know. And the nigga they traded him for. Granted, PJ Washington did get them over this past round against the.
I mean, he had a couple of good games. PJ definitely did.
Yeah,
but he ain't winning shit. He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
He ain't changing nothing up. He definitely ain't moving the needle.
Yeah, exactly. The proverbial needle.
So, but yeah.
But Joel, yeah. What
do you think his remarks were more so disparaging to the organization, disparaging to the player that they jumped out the window for, or more so like encouraging and supportive to the player that they gave up?
Well, this is Joel, man. Remember, man, he thrives in max toxicity, so I feel like that was calculated there.
Oh, so it was a triple entendre.
Quadruple. Because in some instances, yeah, man, when the Bucks jumped out the window and they traded Drew for Dame, I mean, and then plus, man, after listening to some of the podcasts earlier today, they had Doc on Bill Simmons. He was even saying how he was talking to Dame, and Dame didn't even work out all last summer, so that nigga came into the season out of shape. So
he had the divorce body.
It wasn't even a divorce body. It was more or less he was trying to get traded, so he didn't want to hurt himself during the summer doing anything crazy. So he said, like, he touched it, but he didn't push it to the limit.
I mean, that nigga always had like crazy ass like core injuries though.
Yeah. I mean, well, actually, yeah. Think about that.
Never go away.
Nah, not at all. So I mean, so I could see that, but it's just all right. You come into training camp with a forced trade 2 days, like 2 days before training camp, before the season started, and you gave up you're pretty much like you're like your primary / secondary, or your 1A, 1B ball handler and your main perimeter defender for a nigga that's going to get buckets but needs an offense around him. Like,
Yeah, because like what Drew can do, like Drew can do all those other things other than scoring, right? And I mean he can score too, but he'll do the defense. You know what I'm saying? He'll find niggas on the wing. He'll bring the ball up court. You know what I'm saying? He'll actually set screens. He'll defend the best player on the opposing team. They had that
yeah,
nigga when we played them. They had him on Joe.
yeah. Well, the thing is, that's the thing. Like, and Drew, I mean, he's as plug and play as a nigga you can get. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, all the basketball skill that you need, like he has all that shit, and he a strong little motherfucker too. Like that nigga could stick with some big niggas, man. Pause. So I really, I think that them niggas probably underestimated what they would be losing. Like, cause keep in mind now, remember why we brought this whole thing up. Give me a lick lip real quick. Give me a lick lip real quick.
yeah, like pause, dog. Yo, don't say that to me. Yo.
The whole reason we brought this up is because they expected Pat Bev to be able to fill that hole. That
You know what that means? Licking my chops.
The fuck did you just do?
he didn't eat, bro. He didn't eat, bro. This year in Milwaukee, he didn't eat, bro.
He thought he ate.
That nigga must not be. He must fear the deer. He must not be a venison fan. He didn't eat, bro. That nigga didn't eat, man.
He did not. They thought they thought they could fusion. They could take Dame and Pat, and then try to compensate for one.
He got on that Wes Matthews George Hill workout plan once he went out there. That's what happened. He thought he could just assimilate to the culture, but that shit ain't his culture. That ain't his culture. Cream City ain't for him, man, and he ain't for Cream City. Now, the bigger subject, which is Dame.
Nah, I mean,
go ahead.
No. You're right. You're right. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I typically usually don't believe in like the mid-season trades and splashes and blockbuster shit with the expectation of it working right away at least. But I don't know. I mean, I guess I was proven right for the most part. But
Well, it happened. All right, I was actually thinking about that. I was going to write a list, but my knowledge is too limited. But I know you can probably help supplement those things that I'm missing. Plug and play, right? On that same subject, who went from one team to the next team, got a chip the next year?
Let's say
other than PJ.
Let's just say the same year, right?
Drew. Well, yeah, the same year. The
same year.
Who got a chip? Got traded? Got a chip the very next year. Who got a chip? Got a traded? Got a chip the very next year on another team. Who repeated on two different teams? There you go. Who went back to back on two different teams? How many niggas?
That's very rare. That's very rare.
PJ, I know PJ did it though.
PJ, what's the name? Danny Green, 3 rings. He did it.
Lakers won in 2020.
Yeah.
What's the name? Won in 2019. Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto won in 2019. Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, Danny. Yo, see, he one of them players though, bro. He's multi-skilled. Like nigga got terrible defense. Like the nigga can't dribble or pass. The nigga can definitely
Danny is a funny defender because the funny thing is he's
just a great off-ball defender.
Yeah, great off-ball defender, but he could force a turnover. Like he could get the ball back.
Nigga, my favorite Sixers was when him, Matisse, and fucking Ben was on the floor at the same time. Niggas couldn't get the ball past half court with them niggas on the floor, bro. It was amazing. It was spectacular. We was hounding them niggas. We was like a pack of hyenas on these motherfuckers, bro. We was eating niggas alive, just laughing like ha 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 ha. That shit was amazing.
I missed that time. You see my shirt, right?
So. Yeah, I know. I wore that shirt for like 3 days this week, and then I went to go pull the shirt out of the dryer because I got a compact lifestyle nowadays. I keep my clothes all packed away. But I went to go pull the shirt out of the dryer to put it on, and it was that shirt again. And I was like, "Fuck no, not a 4th time this week, bro." So I had to go and search for some other Philly sports memorabilia. Anyway, so yeah, so you don't know nobody else other than them 3 niggas like Danny Green, PJ Tucker.
Portion Reeves. I mean, honestly, if you want to talk about
those niggas, all have a kind of similar basketball game. Like they have a similar like identity as far as like on the floor. Like ain't that shit kind of crazy?
So, all right. So I can think of a trade. Marc Gasol. He was not necessarily back to back, but he was playing with Memphis, got traded mid-season, and he ended up winning with Toronto that season. Mainly because they changed things. They didn't necessarily really. I mean, yeah, it is an upgrade from Valanciunas, but he just came through with a different skill set that gave them more versatility. You know, if you want to take it back, maybe to the 90s, Clyde Drexler, right? You know what I mean? Like Houston won the one season, but then they traded for Clyde Drexler over that summer and then, you know, they won with Clyde that next season. I want to say there was somebody in one of these Boston Celtics teams back in the 80s. I'm probably missing something here. I mean, I guess
did Bill Walton win without the Celtics?
Nah, but he was nice though. I think when he's playing on other teams for a while. Honorable mention actually would probably be Jason Kidd. Like when that nigga went to the Nets, the first season, like the Nets were like the worst team in the league, and then he got traded and pretty much got them the best record in the league and took them to the finals. I mean, they lost to the Lakers, but
I found a list.
Honorable mention there.
I found a list.
There we go. There we go.
It says there's only 5 niggas.
Okay, there we go.
And I don't think they got any of the niggas that we just named though. For first nigga they named was Frank Saul. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Frank Saul?
Well, he was born in 1924, so I don't think we're supposed to know who he is.
Oh, not at all.
So Frank Saul, let's see. He was traded in the 1951-52 season to the Baltimore Bullets. Shout out to Bullets, who then traded him to the Minneapolis Lakers after featuring 39 games for the Bullets. That same season, Minneapolis Lakers won the championship title.
Okay.
So all right. Second one, Steve Kerr.
Okay.
Steve Kerr played with the Bulls, then went to the Spurs.
Damn, that was right after. Okay.
Yep, in '99, sign and trade.
Oh shit!
He ended up winning the championship with the Spurs.
Wow.
Right after leaving the
wow,
the Bulls dynasty. Chris Boucher.
Really?
2019.
Oh, he's
Toronto Raptors. Boucher signed 2-way contract. Toronto Raptors. What the fuck? Wait, who was he on before the Raptors?
Oh, was he with the Warriors or whatever, or some shit like that?
Oh yeah, Warriors in 18, Raptors in 19. Oh shit!
But he got no burn on the Warriors though. That kind of don't count. So that
don't count. I ain't gonna name this other nigga because I know.
I mean, he barely. In truth be told, he barely got burned with that Raptors team too. So
he don't count.
Nah, not really.
And then the last 2 niggas is Patrick McCaw. You know who he is?
Yeah, but
do he count?
Nah.
He won one with the Warriors and the Raptors too.
Yeah, nah.
Okay, and then the last one is Danny Green. So when you really think about it, it's only 2 old niggas, Danny Green, Chris Boucher, who don't count.
Yeah.
And then Drew Holiday and PJ. And Drew Holiday and PJ, they arguably had a bigger role to me in both of those championships than Danny Green had on like the Lakers championship.
Nah, I can't see that. Well, the thing is, the Lakers. It's funny because the Lakers, that championship run was crazy because
he wasn't even starting.
He was starting.
No, he wasn't.
He was starting.
No, he wasn't.
He was starting.
No, he wasn't.
I remember.
Game 7. He wasn't starting in Game 7. Game 6. Game 6. Game 6.
Was there?
There was a Game 6. Yes, there was a Game 6 because his shot made it so that they didn't seal it up in 5.
Yeah, because they remember
he missed that top of the key easy ass 3.
Niggas
wide the fuck open.
Their name and niggas was like, his question on his jump was how many more, and niggas was like, yeah, Danny, how many more, dog? How many more threes you gonna miss, Danny?
Yep. Yeah, for the Black Lives Matter shit. Yeah, I remember
that. Brick Lives Matter.
Man, how many more, Danny? How many fucking more? How many more threes you gonna take to not make them shits, bro? How many more games we gonna have to play these niggas just because of you? Yeah. All right. So,
but he had a decent role. But I guess also honorable mention too would probably be, it's not maybe immediately, but KCP. He's another one of those niggas. 1-1 with the Lakers that
Yeah,
season.
1-1 with two niggas.
And
Yeah.
came back and 1-1
Came
with
back
Denver.
3 years later and 1-1 with Denver.
You know what I mean? So it's just, I think it's just certain things that like.
But all of them niggas is the same nigga if you think about it, yo.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. That KCP is one of that's crazy.
3 and D
niggas. Like
3
for
and D
real 3 and D niggas though.
Yeah.
Like real 3 and D niggas. Like who really ain't got to do no offense at all and still make a huge impact on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what you need. But that's what you need. That's what it takes to win. Niggas that really that can make an impact without having the ball. And they know their place, they know what they need to do, they know where they need to be. And you know what I mean? They play smart, you know what I mean? And they're unselfish, but they know when their moment is, you know what I mean, when their number's called, they know what to do with it. You know what I mean? And they're ready. You know what I mean? So and that's the thing. But I think that's what happens when you get those guys that have consistent deep runs. So when you go to the playoffs every season, if you're in a conference final every other season, or at least, you know what I mean, and you're contributing a lot, it makes it easy to try to beat, it's easy to fill in that role because of the experience, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, you know what I mean? That's the value of having those guys around, so.
Yeah, ever consistent.
Yeah.
Shit. I wish the Mavs had some of those guys around right now because it's a trash ass finals, man. I don't think I'm watching this shit no more, bro.
I mean, ain't that much more to watch, though. What you talking about?
I mean, I stopped a while ago. But still, this shit's crazy.
I will say I did watch every game. The first game was crazy. The second game, the Mavs had a shot. I mean, they really did have a shot, but they kind of gave it up in the third. They got away from their own strategy. And pretty much this last game, I mean, Boston was trying to they were trying to give them the game, especially in the fourth, just take the lead. You can have the lead.
That's just Boston being Boston now.
Just take the lead, bro. Just take the lead. You can have it. And they just couldn't get a bucket. And then not to mention Luka fouling out in the last, with 4 minutes left to go in the game. That's crazy in itself.
Series like these, bro, especially with the foul out. Series like these, bro, they be letting me know that this shit probably ain't scripted because nobody would have wrote it like this. Nobody would have wrote this shit like this. This shit don't make nobody look good except don't everybody come out this joint looking bad except for fucking Jaylen Brown and maybe Mike Mazzulla.
Mike Mazzulla.
That's the only two heroes in this whole fucking storyline, bro. This shit's fucked up, bro. Kyrie is falling from grace. Luka. This nigga ain't a legend no more. Fucking Jason Tatum. They need to redraft him.
For real. He getting exposed.
Yeah. Everybody is falling apart, man. Jason Kidd. Nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah. What are you doing, Jason Kidd, bro?
The Mavs, the crazy thing is usually some teams they can hang their hat on just at least making a finals appearance, but this shit is ugly, man. This
the kind of joint you wish you probably shouldn't have showed up to. You know what? We probably should have just bowed out. I think the Timberwolves could have gave these niggas more work, bro.
OKC could have gave them more work. The Timberwolves could have gave them more work. I mean, definitely Denver. Shit.
So basically, all them niggas that was seated above Mavs for the regular season. What you saying?
For real. I mean, that's the thing. You can only punch them above your weight for so long. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You know what I mean? And the thing is, they punched. You know what I mean? Who they beat? They beat the Clippers to start. But the Mavs always beat the Clippers. They just Luka got the Clippers number. You know what I mean? Always.
Yeah. And they beat Denver though.
No,
Timberwolves beat Denver.
Timberwolves beat Denver.
Timberwolves beat Denver, but they beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they beat the Timberwolves. But I think that's just because the Timberwolves were spent against Denver.
They beat OKC or Timberwolves beat OKC.
They beat OKC.
They beat OKC. So that was good. That was 1 seed. That was a 1 seed.
Yeah, but OKC's young, so you know what I mean. So that's the thing.
Stop saying shit like that, though. They wasn't young 82 games out of the whole regular season, bro.
Yeah, but in the playoffs against the same team, you know what I mean. 7-game series. I mean that experience matters. You know what I mean. Especially in the moment, at the moment. You know what I mean. So on a random night, on a random Tuesday night, Wednesday night, you know what I mean. Back to back here, you could catch people, but you know what I mean. When somebody locked in on you, you got to be ready for them. And I think that's the thing is just, learn how to be disciplined and locked in to finish niggas off and catch niggas dead to rights.
Well, assuming these niggas don't got no last gasps, who's the MVP?
Finals MVP? Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to say for me, it's a coin toss between either Jrue Holiday. He would be my pick first off. Or
yeah, but I think that's just because you just I think that's a bigger picture vote, you know.
Yeah, but it's probably I would probably say Jalen.
When it come to finals MVPs, they don't go with bigger picture votes. They go with like, you know, surface shit. Like, nigga, you scored the most points. Like, nigga, it's you.
Well, it's impact. I mean, remember the one year they gave it to Iggy just because he was guarding LeBron.
But that's because Steph didn't earn it.
Yeah, Steph
that's
didn't
because
earn it.
he gave them no reason to give it to him, though.
Because
like,
because the thing is with Iggy, and the crazy thing is, no disrespect to Iggy, but LeBron fried him that whole series. So I mean,
yeah, but he was the nigga who got designated to get fried. Whoever you put in front of him, he was going to get fried, and that was the nigga who was designated to get fried. He's like, damn, it's got to be me, coach. Yeah, it's got to be you. All right, I'm getting fried for the next 4 nights. You know,
you got fried, but we still won. So
yeah,
so
like, that's the thing. You the nigga who took you the wingman. Like, you took the shot, bro. Like, you the one who had to sit there and talk to the fat bitch because the other niggas needed to get laid, you know? So here go the crazy part, though. Iggy was really, like, I look back at them films and shit, and I look back at all the footage and shit, and he was really the leader of that team at that time. Like, he was the vocal leader of the team. And I know Draymond gets a lot of credit for being a vocal leader of that team, but Draymond isn't mature enough.
Nah, he wasn't ready then. He wasn't there. Yeah, Iggy had a run where he was, you know, the man in Philly for a while. Then, you know, his run in Denver. So by the time he got there, he was the elder statesman on the team that kind of held it all together. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can see that. I can see that. But I could almost say the same thing for Drew with this squad. I mean, you know, he's the one that's really kind of carrying them. He's the backbone, quite honestly. He's been the stopgap. He's been making all the plays. He's been playing all the defense. You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, the Mavs elder statesman is showing up looking like Tobias Harris every fucking night.
And he was bit, man. Shit, Jason Tatum with all those assists in game 2. Who do they all go to? Drew Holiday. He bailed Jason Tatum the fuck out because Jason was like what 7 for 19, 6 for 19, 17 or some shit like that, man. Like,
I don't know. I know it was one of these nights he put up 25 shots though.
How you get exposed winning the championship? Yeah, that's just crazy. but that's another story right there. But
I mean, like, who's Bill Russell? Who's that? Who is that guy?
I mean, everybody can't be Bill. So
I'm just saying though, like, you could be the best nigga on the best team, but not necessarily be the most, you know, the most important nigga on that team. Like, yeah, you know, it's like, and you get all the credit for it.
But you can't be the best you can't be the best nigga and the worst nigga on the team at the same time. You know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I need to see what his plus minus is looking like in these wins, man.
I mean, look at James Harden. I think you can be the best nigga and the worst nigga on the team at the same time. Look at Russell Westbrook for like a good 2-year stretch. Like, Russell Westbrook for 2 years, niggas was like, should we give him the ball? I don't know. He still can make magic, you know? It's a lot of niggas.
They say he might not even come back to LA again.
You sound low.
Really? Hear me now?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they saying that he might not even come back to LA. It's just crazy.
I mean, they gave that nigga $1.3 million to play. Would you go back?
I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like, that nigga was coming off the bench.
I mean, he made 40 the year before. I mean, it's easy, you know. It's easy to take one when you made 40. You know what I mean? But
is that so, or is it the opposite? Is it even harder because you just made 40? So you thinking to yourself, "Damn, I thought I was worth 40 last year."
I mean, he definitely wasn't worth 40 that year. I mean, I feel like in the case with him, where it's just like, yo, you probably, at least among the pundits, you know, you probably should have took your 40 and probably called it quits. But, you know, the one, I guess, is kind of just a victory lap just to play at home in your hometown. But, you know, see what effect that he had. But granted, I don't even know what to even say about that Clippers team, because didn't Kawhi get hurt halfway through? Didn't one of those niggas get hurt through the season? One of these niggas
this season or last season?
This season.
Well, it don't, but both seasons they both got hurt.
Yeah, nigga got hurt. Niggas got hurt, and then I think PJ, they didn't get PJ no run all season, and then decided to throw my nigga in the fucking playoffs. Like,
yeah, but that's, I mean, you can't really put that on that. Like, you can't.
Nah, I'm not putting that on him.
You don't stake your destiny on PJ.
You don't, but you know, I think just the decision making of matchups and making sure your horses are ready. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. And they just extended Ty Lue too, so
I know.
So you know, I don't know what to make of them. I mean, and they open in a new stadium next season. I don't know. I don't know, man. These decisions people make, man. I don't, man. Granted, I guess
They just
winning
trying
ain't.
to. I think they just trying to be the Globetrotters, man. They just trying to ball just the ball. Like they hoop for the love of the game. You know what I mean? Like they not really trying to really feel like a competitive team, in my opinion.
I mean, as long as you're giving the people their money's worth, I guess that's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, once they signed Kawhi to that fucking $1 billion contract, you kind of knew like, all right, they in it for at least the next 3 or 4 years. These niggas ain't doing shit. They don't got no picks. Like they just out here, bro.
yeah,
they just doing it, bro. They just hoping KD pick them next, you know?
Yeah. So
At this point.
What they got? Was it Trey Man or what's the name? Trey.
Trey Man.
Yeah, Trey Man. He's the one I got to carry them now. So
that nigga ain't no carrying nothing.
so,
that nigga, man.
And then they say PG might be on the move. So yeah, we talked about this shit.
I'd rather have Cam Johnson on my team than fucking Trey Man.
Cam Johnson.
Yeah. That nigga defend. He shoot.
I guess, yeah. I mean, he getting paid some bread too. But he in Brooklyn. He's stealing money from Brooklyn with Ben right now. So,
yeah. I mean, at least he can play.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, at least he's on the court, right? So
do you think that the Bucks won that trade with the Dame situation? Like, obviously they didn't feel. No, I mean, I'm serious. They did. Obviously, they had no idea that Drew was going to end up back on the East Coast in Boston and shit, right?
Yeah, I mean,
traded that nigga to Portland, but
yeah, that's true. I mean, but that's the thing. It was anybody could have grabbed him at that point. If anything, I mean, Portland kind of got fleeced because they got that nigga for fucking Malcolm Brogdon and chewing gum. So that's
but they didn't need Drew Holiday on that team. Like, you know what I mean?
They didn't, but I feel like they could have got more for that price. But I mean, they got what they got. I mean, but whatever price Boston paid, I mean, was, let's just say they profited off that one there. So
I feel like 2 years ago you would have rather had Malcolm Brogdon on your team than Drew Holiday.
Nah,
I do. I feel that way. I'm not saying I would, but I know you would. I feel that way. I do. I think you would.
Nah,
like before we saw Drew go to Milwaukee, back when Drew was just fucking fucking New Orleans Drew,
languishing in New Orleans.
Yeah, back when he was just New Orleans Drew, and just like sitting in the corner waiting for BI to never pass.
And just to think too, New Orleans had they had 80 and Drew Holiday. They could have threw anybody in that mix and they would have been good. What's up? I can't hear y'all. So, but yeah, man, like they could have had anybody in that mix there. Anybody.
Yeah, you know what it is, man.
We're live.
So, organizations don't want one. Tell I said what up.
Said what's up.
I mean, it's crazy because I come from a city where I know my team don't want to win either.
Did you hear your government?
Definitely don't want to win. Nah.
Okay, that's good.
That's good. Yeah. No, but like my team don't want to win either, so I can't really judge them both. But it's all about the tickets, man. It's all about the tickets. But I think that was what Milwaukee was trying to do too. Like they was like Drew Holiday, yeah, he did a lot. It was good, but Dame and Giannis, that could be a problem. That could be scary.
But they're coming off. But did you watch that Bucks Heat series last season?
A couple of games. I don't think I caught them all.
A couple games because honestly, what Jimmy Butler was doing to Drew was disrespectful. Like Jimmy was
again back to Andre Iguodala.
Yeah.
You got to just be that nigga that's just going to sit there and entertain the fat, ugly John.
So, true that, but he
got to be that guy every day.
So he got torched. I mean, but then again, also too, Giannis got hurt. So it's like, I just felt like they needed to make a splash. And then Giannis was talking that stuff about like, yo, man, listen, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And he was saying he wasn't gonna sign his extension, and he was just talking that talk. So he put pressure on the Bucks upper office to be like, yo, we need to make a move. And then
it was like, we need to do something.
So
like, we need to do something. They got that nigga Doc Rivers and fucking Dame Dollar.
But that's before they even got Doc, right? So like they got Dame, and then what happened? 2 weeks later, Giannis signed the extension. So they won in the sense. I mean, but I feel like with situations like this, time will tell. I mean, Doc is going to make them a competitive team. Is he going to make them a championship team? More than likely not. But they'll look good. They'll be good. You know what I mean? But will they be champions? Who knows? But they got their guys. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be competitive.
He didn't get fired yet. Doc didn't get fired yet.
Nah, he got a whole mulligan for this season. He got a whole ass mulligan.
Oh, ain't none of that his fault, huh?
I mean, it's not. I mean, because essentially they well, first off, they brought him in mid-season. I don't know why you do that mid-season, and they didn't let him actually hire no staff mid-season. So he working with the other guy's staff mid-season, and on top of that.
Oh, so all these niggas trying to sabotage him.
and then Giannis gets hurt with a fucking calf injury the week before the playoffs start.
Giannis.
So
Giannis, I am a star. Oh man.
So you know what I mean? So it's like it's almost like he got a pass. So but even so we'll see what happens with that. But speaking of Doc, actually, I've been watching the show on what was it the Jonah FX Clip? Yeah. They got Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh man, let's hear it. Let's hear the official Touch review, man.
So great. You know what I mean? So far so good, man. I mean, Lawrence Fishburne, very, very good job. Very, very good job. If anything, he's actually helping. He's gaining some respect. He's helping restore some of the respect I have for Doc Rivers. But
oh, really? I haven't seen Larry since his daughter started selling pussy. Is he doing all right? He's still getting it in.
Yeah. I mean, he was in the past few John Wick movies. He's some stuff here and there. So I mean, he out here. So
who was the Prince of the Moors that he played?
No, wasn't he Othello?
Yeah, he was Othello.
Yeah,
he's still getting it. He's still getting it like that. He's still getting it like he was getting it back then.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the funny thing is he got docked down to the Beijing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Beijing, the voice. But he's definitely carrying the series. And then the one dude that they got playing.
I mean, that's the nigga you waste the budget for, though. That's the nigga you throw the whole budget at and just be like, look,
you got to.
If you just had this man in a white room with his imagination, I think this shit gonna be a hit. Like, for real. Like, that's one of them niggas you do it with. Because honestly, I think he's still waiting to give the performance of his lifetime, yo.
I mean, he always is. I mean, Lawrence Fishburne is goated, bro. I mean, I remember him. I remember him back in school days. You know what I mean? I remember him back in fucking
Boys in the Hood.
The Hood. I mean, that speech that he gave, man, and like all the shit he was saying, that's still in my head to this day, man.
To this day, bro. Like that nigga will always be there. Like everybody see him as Neo, nigga. No, before he was Neo.
No, that nigga was the real Morpheus. That nigga was double Morpheus. That
nigga was my uncle. That nigga was my cousin Pop. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was Trey Pop.
That shit was crazy. So you got that. And what else, man? Obviously, he was Morpheus. He was Othello, and he was on stage with it. Man, I'm getting a few things, man. But
nah, he was a cop a couple times. All the movies was good, but I can't.
Oh yeah, Deep Cover.
Deep Cover. There we go.
Yeah, I was showing a lady Deep Cover not too long ago. I was like, this movie was wild.
This nigga went ham. That was like what's the name? That was like Training Day before Training Day.
I mean, that was wild too. It was him and Jeff Goldblum. Can you imagine?
Perfect supporting Jew. Perfect supporting Jew, bro.
You know what I mean? Larry Fishburne, Jeff Goldblum.
Larry Fishburne in The Fly. Take on the mean streets of LA.
Take on the mean. Nah, they were the mean streets of LA. They were the mean streets. They were the ones that was taming.
They was taming the streets.
They was taming the streets. They were running the streets. They had it out, man. These motherfuckers had coke everywhere, man. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
so did you see the new Bad Boys? They broke the internet, nigga.
I did not actually.
Well, they didn't break the internet, but I heard it was okay. I heard Martin looked a little more lively than he did in the last one.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't see the other one because I heard the one before was kind of like a setup. So like it was like.
Come to think of it, I'm not sure I seen another one either.
No, I didn't see 3. Honestly, I haven't seen anyone since 2. But apparently,
let me see. Did I see 3? I don't think I seen 3, bro.
I definitely didn't see 3, and I haven't seen 4. But I'll check it out.
If I did see 3, I seen it on some passive shit. Like it was just on.
But I guess the cool thing with this one is I guess it did good numbers, And the cool thing with these past two movies is that these bad boys actually, I think Will actually is the like he's kind of like the sole producer and everything like that. So this is all him. You know what I mean? So
I've been waiting to ask somebody who really seen it. Yo, is Jimmy Butler and Messi really in that, John?
maybe. Honestly, we could look at the cast.
I mean, it ain't that important because it's not going to change whether I go see it or not. But I'm just wondering because they got this nigga on the commercials knocking on the door and they like, so I'm like, wait, if he flew out to shoot scenes with them niggas with the same cameras and the same fucking set, then is he in the movie? Or is this just something that they did like
Yeah, well, they got a stacked cast here, dog.
in collaboration with?
Obviously, they got Will Martin. They got
shit like a DJ Khaled record, huh?
They got Eric Dane McSteamy in this John. They got Tasha Smith. They got Joey P. They got Joyner Lucas. What? Get out of here, bro. They got John Staley in this John. Lionel Messi. Yeah, Messi in this John. They had
Messi
DJ
in that John?
Yeah.
Messi in that John? All right.
Tiffany Haddish. Yo, this John. All right, this John's a little lit.
So
man.
wait, Jimmy probably in that John then. Jimmy
Yeah.
probably in that John.
Shit. I seen him in the commercial, so
you know who not in that John? Puff. Puff nowhere to be found, yeah.
I mean, what are you talking about? This is a movie all about Puff, man. It's Puff life story around here. So. Bad boys.
I know. And that's what I'm thinking. Like, I always associated that movie with Puff. You know that, right? Like, I felt like you did too. I felt like it was just a natural thing to do. Bad Boy Records, right? So, like, why is he not in it?
Why is he not in it?
Because he's scared.
Because he's scared.
He running. He running.
Nah, he in Miami. He's still he there.
No. So why wasn't he on the set?
He could have made an appearance.
He probably was in that John with like a shiesty on.
One of those
one of the Jamaican gunmen.
One of those face cover thing, kind of how like what's the name? Daniel Craig was in Star Wars.
He was Rasta gunman number 14.
He was like a stormtrooper and shit. He was in there just like, on the low, made an appearance on the low. So
that's sick. That's dope as shit to be able to like sit down with your kids and be like, yeah, that was me. Look. How you know it was you? Because I was in the fucking suit. What you talking about, nigga? You can't tell it was me, nigga, because I got a mask on. But it was me. Look how I walk. That's how I walk, nigga. Look, that's my walk, bro. Look. Let me stand up and show niggas just to start walking across the room. See, that's my walk, nigga. Told you that's me. Then wait for the credits and shit. Start rolling it back. You see my name? Look.
See me? I told you.
Pausing and shit.
Look at the scene. Look at the scene I'm in.
Look at the scene I'm in.
Look at the scene I'm in.
Texting your grandma, I'm like, yo, go to 1 hour, 23 minutes and 46 seconds.
Nah, just being an
That's
extra.
Your boy right there. We made it, baby.
Pulling up as an extra scene, like, yo, you see me? I'm the nigga that's standing on the corner waiting to cross the street. That's me right there.
Yeah. Oh man, that was funny. I seen something like that on the Women Get L's, John. It was a father and shit. He was like, yeah, my little girl I'm so proud of her. Like, she's so humble. She's gonna be in the Hunger Games, and she didn't even tell me, like, because she's talking about, I guess she thought her acting was bad, and then they show a picture of her and it's just a titty. And then it said post deleted.
Oh man.
Oh shit. So I got a couple of high stakes wires for you, man.
High stakes wire.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
It's been a while, bro.
Zoom in. Let's get it in.
It's been a while. All right. So, would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
Let me think on that.
Shout out to AI for coming up with that one for me.
I'd probably say lose the ability to speak, because in 2024 with text to speech and all this shit, man, I could probably get shit done without even leaving the house, man. You know what I mean? So I think I could do that.
You really feel like you would be willing to be that limited and being able to like have like output? Because like that will limit your ability to teach. That would limit your ability to share. That would limit your ability to be able to get what you need out of a lot of people. And I mean, yeah, you probably seeing it like, all right, well, maybe I could grab a phone and like just look at it and think and then flash it to somebody. But nah, nigga, you don't have to sit there and type that shit out.
I mean, it could be done. It could be done. I'm not necessarily really like, I mean, both are a shitty situation, but I mean, to not be able to actually take in information, that's the thing. Input versus output. At least there's other
that's the thing.
That's outlets. You know what I mean? At least digitally, you know what I mean? I could get it in. You know what I mean? So I mean, you got a lot.
This made me ask a bigger question. Well, not a bigger question, but this made
me myself in a lot of other different ways. You know what I mean, there's other mediums. You know what I mean? Outside of just speaking out and out. So.
Yeah, like sex.
I mean, hey man, you could be a silent assassin.
I was just about to say that. Yes. You could be a silent assassin, just laying it down.
Silent.
Like, yeah, he never said a word. He never said a word.
Through just late, you know what I mean? Just it's called
came through and gushed it up and just never said a word.
I mean, just you know what I mean? Just like hitman. You know what I mean?
He ate milkshakes all day and never said a word. So it made me ask a bigger question, not the biggest question, but it made me ask a slightly bigger question. The slightly bigger question made me ask, which was, there's a lot of people out here getting it that can't read. You know that, right?
Oh, definitely.
Not trying to encourage that kind of fucking behavior. That's like encouraging speeding or driving drunk or something like that. Don't do it. It's not safe. But if you're going to be able to get away with it, God bless you, man. Just fucking please keep getting away with it. Don't get fucking caught up. Like, don't hit nobody. Please. But the bigger question is, how many people do we know?
Oh, like personally?
No. How many people do we know, either personally or in society, as influencers, as fucking celebrities that literally can't read? But they won't admit it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna talk about it. But it's a lot of motherfuckers out here that can't read, that don't have higher than like a fucking third grade reading level, and they getting it. And I wish I could see that list. You know, I wish I could see that list, because if I saw that list, that would probably encourage me and be like, you know what? I need to talk. I need to just get out here and talk to these people, bro. I just need to talk to these people.
I mean, well, is it Charleston White, one of them? I'm just saying that.
That nigga can't read.
Nah, that's just straight.
You just made that up on the spot.
Yeah, dog, hey, listen, dog. Just fired off the hip, dog.
Yeah, that was fucked up, bro.
It is what it is, man.
How you gonna take that nigga whole education away from him like that with just 2-3 words, bro? You know how many?
Nigga can't read anyway. He won't know what it means, man.
You know how many listeners we got that's just going like, hear that, and now they doubting it. Like, you know what? I never seen a nigga with a book. Then I think about it. I never seen him write nothing down. That's fucking curious, isn't it? You ever think about that? Start fucking looking through all the footage of this nigga, like, yo, he never wrote shit down, never fucking read shit in front of a camera, dog. That's weird.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you just see a nigga that posts videos online, but the nigga don't tweet, what does that tell you? You know what I mean? Like,
they said that's nigga technology in the Boondocks.
nigga technology.
Yeah, you saw that episode, right?
Nah.
He was like, yeah, the grandpa, John Witherspoon, R.I.P. He was like, yeah, that's nigga technology. He said anything that's he said something because Riley was walking around tweeting some shit, and he was like, nigga, read a book or some shit like that. He was like, you don't tweet, you ain't on Twitter. He was like, what? That's nigga technology. And then they went into the whole how to define nigga technology or not. I can't really quote it, but yeah. Apparently it don't help nobody. All it do is make niggas dumber. All it do is like force niggas to I don't want to get into that. This shit getting controversial.
Nah, it's funny. It's funny as we're going over this. I'm looking at niggas. Yo, this is kind of fucked up actually. Now I just Google like celebrities or just famous people that can't read. And like,
what's up? You got some shit?
All these gossips say, but the way they doing it is just wild, man. Like, it's just like, all right.
They exposing niggas like you just did Charleston White, right? They just talking. They just throwing out 3-4 words like, never seen that nigga read on the camera.
Yeah. They talking about niggas 25 celebrities that are affected by learning disabilities. You know what I mean? They got Jennifer Aniston,
She can't read.
Channing Tatum, Salma Hayek,
She can't read.
Jamie Oliver, Tommy Hilfiger, Whoopi Goldberg,
Damn.
Tom Cruise,
I could tell Tom Cruise was fucked up.
Octavia Spencer from the Mom movie, Cher,
Yeah, I could tell Cher had it.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg can't read.
Well, he's dyslexic. So that's the thing. They talking about dyslexia and shit like that.
Oh, that shit don't count.
Tim Tebow. Yeah, man.
That
Dyslexic.
shit don't fucking count.
Shit, nigga. I mean, shit. One more beer, I'd be a dyslexic right now.
I'm dyslexic some days too. I just need to slow my ass down. Dead ass. You know how you know the signs, the common signs of dyslexia, like when the shit be scrambled a certain way and shit, and you see shit and you kind of misinterpret it kind of backwards a little bit. That happens. That happens to me occasionally. You just gotta slow the fuck down. You know, start over.
Here we go. Even raunchier. Leave it the boss up to do some shit. Celebrities that are suspected of being illiterate. Oh, they went up top for this, John. Beyonce. They said Queen
They
Bee
made this shit up.
has never been articulate. Algebra, but that's cool. She insists on reminding everyone that she writes like a 7th grader. Obey. Mary J. Blige. I see where this is going. Gucci Mane, Tyrese, Chief Keef, Waka Flocka. Yo, what's up, man? What's up with this, dog? They got.
I've seen Chief Keef. Like, I followed Chief Keef on Instagram for years.
Meek Mill on Twitter.
He can read. That nigga Chief Keef can read. Now he can't read that good, but I done seen Chief Keef write and read for years, and I can definitely guarantee you that he does have like a good 7th, 8th grade reading level.
Meek Mill, they saying?
You see that nigga typing? Same shit. I done seen that nigga type and write for years, and I guarantee you he don't got over a 7th or 6th grade reading level.
I'm about to say that nigga can type.
That nigga might be about a 3rd or 4th grade reading level. Nah, you see how he type, bro? I ain't never seen that nigga use not one period or punctuation mark in my life, bro. For fucking like 14 years, bro.
Run-on sentences.
Yeah, nigga.
Conjugations.
Nah, you ain't. Like, this nigga be just making up words and spellings of words. Like everybody
bad.
spell them that way.
You know it's bad when somebody writes something, you have to read it out loud just to actually kind of understand the context.
No, you know it's bad when the first thing this nigga do when he get a new phone is turn off the autocorrect, because he can't live his life like that, bro. He can't live his life like that. They gonna have that nigga saying all types of shit.
We need that, yo. I need that. We need to do like Meek Mill tweets on autocorrect, or like we try to retype.
When you try to retype what Meek is saying with the autocorrect on, dog,
Right.
it'd be all types of ducks and ponds and shit. Ducks and ponds, fucking skies are gray, all types of just random ass poetic statements and shit that nigga never would have said. Nah, man. All right, so I got one more wire for you, bro. Or you want to just go straight to the bro or hoe? I got a bro versus hoe for you.
Bro versus hoe.
Yeah, you want to get another wire in, or you want to bro versus hoe?
I just do a bro versus hoe, man.
All right.
Got that energy, man.
Yeah, we ain't been in bro versus hoe land in a little while. This is a mega edition. I got 3 motherfuckers in this bro versus hoe.
Okay.
And I feel like there's an overarching theme here.
Okay.
Let's see if you can spot it. Bro versus hoe mega edition. Candace Owens.
Okay.
That's a long silence.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, my connection is fucking up, so I thought it was me. So,
I was just sitting there looking at you like,
yeah.
He thinking real hard. That's crazy.
Hold on, you said a name?
Yeah, nigga.
Leave it to my connection. Dog, my bad.
Oh, all right. My bad.
You just said, no, my shit blanked out. Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. I said Candace Owens.
Candace Owens, bro
Yeah.
versus hoe. Man, I don't like calling women hoes, man. But Yeah,
What
man.
you talking about? If you a hoe, you a hoe. It's about behavior.
I know, yeah. Nah, definitely a hoe. Definitely a hoe. Definitely a hoe.
100%.
100%.
You ain't even gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
100%.
100%. Damn.
100%. Hundo.
This nigga said it. This nigga said it over and over. All right. H Pearl.
Disrespect. No disrespect. But yeah, 100%.
H Pearl.
H who?
H Pearl.
H Pearl?
Pearl.
Oh, definitely. 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 Ho.
Definitely what?
Definitely hoe.
Pearl's a hoe?
Yeah.
Pearl's definitely a hoe. Oh, you got billionaire parents and you're a hoe. You ain't
Listen,
even have to be a hoe.
I seen footage, man.
Send it to me. And then how about this nigga online with the fucking dress on and the fucking apron on talking about broke ass niggas? How about that nigga?
Oh man. Look at us, man. Look at us on point. On point. Definitely a hoe. You know what I mean?
So can I ask you now? So now, since we seem like we summed it up, and I told you there was an overarching theme here, and I wanted you to be able to identify it. Now, can I ask you to go backwards and say why for each of these?
Okay. Am I going in reverse, or am I start from start to finish?
You do you, boo boo.
Don't talk to me like that, yo. But all right, so let's just start with Candace. While in recent time, Candace has actually started to kind of moderate some of her themes and things like that. When Candace first started, she jumped on the wave of what was going on with Donald Trump. But not only just jumping on with just like the whole right wing extremism, but she was definitely in her Jason Whitlock bag, in the sense to where I'm going to be the black person that justifies how racist people feel about niggers. You know what I mean? And she leaned in that very heavy, and she moderated over time and over the years. But even still, she gave the audience what they want. And that's cool. She has her audience. She gives the audience what they want. But, part of being a hoe is essentially where you're essentially giving yourself out. You're selling your name. You're selling yourself on what you're doing. And you're compromising yourself in a sense for your audience. Not necessarily saying that she compromises maybe her core values or anything like that. But in my eyes, and this is just my view, I feel like she compromised a certain degree of her blackness and I guess her credibility within the black community, just to appease people and just to make a name for herself. Now, I'm not mad.
Wait. I'm so sorry. I need to jump in. Now, you said credibility in the black community, and you said blackness. Now, how does one compromise their blackness? That's one. And then two, you and I were talking the other day, and we told each other, I ain't never woke up not one time and thought to myself, how can I continue to be a real nigga today? Right? Because that's not a priority of mine. And so therefore, my credibility in the black community, that right there is like, why is that important?
Well, I think in the sense to where, remember when we were talking yesterday about how being anti something isn't necessarily being free or free thinking, because essentially you're letting the opposite or whatever you're countering or try to polarize essentially kind of dictate the terms. Like essentially it's not freedom in a sense, because whatever you're against is kind of dictating the terms of what you're doing, so you're still under a certain type of control. So I feel like that's the same way in terms of just, like, I'm all for just different performative, like different performances, different expressions of blackness, different versions of blackness and things like that. But to a certain degree, when you're just anti-black or I wouldn't necessarily say black in the sense, but let me find a vocabulary, because it's not necessarily, I'm not going to just emphasize necessarily just black people in a sense, but that's what it is essentially, where
it'd be looking like that though, on some real shit. Like, I don't really pay that much attention to her, but when I do see her, it do seem like she just be like, it'd be like, damn, what is that? What is the one thing that I noticed between everybody she seems to be criticizing?
Well, the issue is it's contrasting, and that's the issue, right? Where essentially, like, all right, I'll use myself as an example. Me and you went to school together, right? So you and I were pretty bright guys, and essentially we hung out with some guys that were bright, but may not necessarily either behave or even perform in certain essences the way that I guess was expected of us and what people wanted from us. But
Yeah, I think I fall more into that category than I do into the whatever
yeah,
you was doing.
yeah, but I mean, but even in that, like, all right, just take it back to even remember when we had a conversation when you and I used to work in the airport, and me and I were talking. We met a guy that came in. Remember, it was the one black guy, and he was like, and we were like, yeah, what's up? And he was talking, and he was like, yeah, you guys are from Philly, and he was like, no,
Oh
I
yeah,
met
yeah,
I met guys from Philly. You guys aren't from Philly. You know what I mean? And I feel like
yeah.
it's contrasting in a sense to where
Were we being insulted or were we being complimented that day?
I mean, well, that's the thing. I feel like it was a bit of both, right? Because I think it's like just because, and this is one thing I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of distill to where just because somebody doesn't necessarily articulate themselves in the way that you would like them to, that doesn't necessarily mean that isn't necessarily an intelligent person. That doesn't necessarily mean that that person isn't a thoughtful person. That doesn't necessarily mean that person is a bad person. You know what I mean? So
communication is just one skill set of very many.
So that's the thing. So when you got somebody that's so articulate, such as Candace, somebody that's so bright, she's smart, somebody that does so well at communicating, but just finds ways to not even
Damn,
goes
she
out of
married a bitch. What the fuck?
see, this is my level of disappointment. This is why I'm calling her a hoe, but finds ways to still not necessarily make the same argument I just made or just say what I just said 5 minutes ago, or 5 seconds, 32 minutes ago, and still finds a way to contrast and kind of use other people of her same skin color to kind of climb the ladder. Nah, you're a hoe, man. You sell like you may not necessarily be selling your own ass, but you selling other niggas' ass, and I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that at all. So you can go on Breakfast Club all you want. You can change the tone, whatever. You can say you advocate for black people and this and that, but nah. I ain't with that. I ain't with that.
Okay. So, Pearl.
Pearl. I mean, come on, man. Pearl is the disingenuous rage queen, man. This is a motherfucker that will say whatever just to get under your skin. I mean, she says shit just to piss women off. Then we'll go and turn around and say shit just to piss Christians off. Then just to piss then to piss conservatives off. And essentially, this is just a rage queen. So essentially, she's just going around just figuring out who she can actually piss off and whose skin she can get under. And if you're going out of your way just to go out and get under people's skin, you might as well be letting people get in your skin. You know what I mean? If you're living like that, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the thing. If you living like that, then you're getting it like that. And then who's this other girl, the new chick? You know what I mean? Listen, bro.
Broke ass niggas.
Yeah, broke ass niggas. Listen, dog. Listen. And I said this to a white nigga that thought he could say nigga as well too. Listen, just because a nigga squeeze off in your ass, you can't actually become black by osmosis. So just because your black era is over, or you had your black era, that doesn't necessarily mean you black, and that don't give you a pass. You know what I mean? So just because you mad that you got passed on and passed around, that don't necessarily mean
Damn, there's a certain level of hostility in that statement.
Nah, that was for that nigga. That wasn't necessarily for her, but
Oh, word. Oh, can I say I had that happen to me recently, and I came to the conclusion I can't hang around young white people because young white people feel like it's just okay to say nigga around me, and I don't feel like that's okay. And every time I gotta sit there and I gotta have a whole speech with them about it and shit. And the thing is, niggas, old white people my age, they at least understand that that's just something they do at home in the mirror or silently under their breath while their Tupac song is playing. But like young white niggas, they just think that it's okay and everybody's supposed to respect that shit. And I don't respect that shit at all.
Again, just because
I can't even go out no more.
Just because you let a nigga squeeze off in you or on you or with you, that doesn't necessarily mean, you get that through osmosis, you know what I mean? So, and I heard the murder mook argument, you know what I mean? Being a nigga is more about, your culture and your mentality and where you're raised, but there's a lot more history with that. And people that know that history and whatever is going on, they know. You know what I mean? So they wouldn't violate like that. If you know, you know. You know what I mean?
My Puerto Rican niggas could tell me more days of Kwanzaa than I know. That nigga could say nigga.
Puerto Rican niggas. Puerto
If my
Rican.
Puerto Rican nigga can tell me more days of Kwanzaa than I can name, that nigga can say nigga, bro. Because that mean that nigga had a straight up public school education. And that mean that nigga was in my neighborhood.
So, granted, nobody told us. Man, I've heard about Kwanzaa, but niggas ain't never celebrate no Kwanzaa in no school I ever went to, man. So
You went to better schools than I went to. That's why. These publics, man.
public schools will celebrate. I know they celebrating Kwanzaa now. I don't think they was doing it back then.
Nigga. My 10th and 11th grade, we did Kwanzaa. Sorry. I apologize. I misspoke. When I was 10 and 11, so my 5th and 6th grade, we did Kwanzaa.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, niggas had 3 days of Christmas. You know what I mean? So, well, actually, not a whole week of Christmas. What do you mean?
Hey, listen. Hey, look. Umoja. Yeah, nigga, what? You like that?
You know what I mean? So
you like that? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's just
all
all
what the
about.
fuck I just said. That shit could be a whole fucking demon and shit. Anyway, let's move on.
That's funny. Actually, I had the videos, but actually, man, of Shorty. But yeah, let's not give Shorty more attention than she needs. But
Who
actually,
broke ass niggas?
Yeah, broke ass nigga.
Well, wait, that's her name? I don't know what the fuck her name is. Her name broke ass niggas. She broke ass niggas. She's the embodiment of broke ass niggas to me. So
broke ass bitch, she just lost her job, man. So you know. What I mean?
Yeah, I seen that. You think that's allowed? You think that's cool? Do you think she should be able to get fired for freedom of speech on her own private platform?
Fired?
Well, not private because it's public.
I mean, depending on your job, depending on what job you have, and you know the way and what capacity you represent your company.
I thought she was representing herself as a fucking home mom. though. That's the thing. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. I thought she was a home mom. You know what I'm saying? But what was her job? What kind of job she had?
I forget what company she worked at.
She was like a lawyer or something, or she was one of the people that knock on your door and be like, "Yo, I can save you money on your energy."
All right, let's pull it up. We got the statement here actually, so excited to share the shit.
I don't know. She just strike me as one of them door knockers.
I mean, she is now.
I actually support her. I don't want to get this all fucked up.
You support her?
Yeah, I support her freedom of speech.
You let your white girls call you nigga while y'all fuck?
No, the white girls that I fuck with don't say nigga.
Okay.
The white girls that I fuck with don't say nigga at all. I used to have to try to like play with them and make them say nigga, you know? Now I don't even do that shit no more.
You like say nigga. Say nigga. I dare you to say nigga. Don't do that. All right. We at Rofi of the Carolinas want to address a recent incident that has caused concern and upset among our stakeholders. A newly hired employee made inflammatory remarks on social media that did not align with the values and beliefs of our company. We want to make it clear that these sentiments are not representative of our organization, and we do not.
So they don't feel like all they friends is married to broke ass niggas. Let it be known that Rofi Friends is not married to broke ass niggas. Go ahead.
All right, so you see, as soon as we were made aware of the situation, we took immediate action to pull the employee from her assignments, which is not directly with any clients of ours, and the employee in question is no longer with the company. We are owned and operated by African female and immigrant-grown business.
Yo, they said, yo. First off, they black, so that's beautiful. They was like, yeah, we just want to let it be known that we don't fuck with this bitch. We black. But look, and then they said, subtly, they said, and while she was here, we never let her around people.
So
rest assured, folks, we never put her around nobody.
Yada yada yada. We're committed to foster diverse, inclusive, respectful. Yada yada. We understand the importance of upholding principle of equality and understanding. Yada yada. Appreciate the trust of the community. Blah, 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 whatever. All right.
Now you know what's funny? She, being the type of person that thinks she can say nigga, right? She probably went and worked for a black-owned business to support black people. That's the ironic part.
I think she did. Honestly, I think motherfuckers a little more calculated than that. But
no, I'm just saying the same type of person who feels like they can say nigga freely is the same type of person who would go and work for a black-owned business and black out their Instagram.
Yeah, but honestly, I feel like even when she said that shit, she ain't say that shit with no conviction. Like, hold on, what a video. Let's see here. Where we at? Let's run this shit up. Does this sound like somebody that like got some conviction and saying nigga? You know what I mean? Like
Conviction meaning like you feel like she should feel some sort of guilt about it. She
no,
should feel
like
convicted for saying it,
nah,
or
like
you feel like she meant it when
like
she said nigga.
she was about that life. Like it's a
All right,
certain.
say it. All right, go ahead, play it. Because I took it as it was real, honestly. I gave her credit.
Some dumb whores and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass niggas. And they don't care. We don't give a fuck about your money. I couldn't care less about.
Nah, yeah, she fucked it up. Her delivery was fucked up. She said they're so she was already got the statement in her head. You know what I'm saying? And she jumped the gun because she was trying to say they're married to broke ass niggas. She said they're married to broke ass niggas, and then after that, she paused for a long ass time and went, like, yeah, let that sink in. You know, she knew what she was doing. She was trolling.
So I mean, she was trolling, and then you know what I mean. Then she came back and she doubled down on it. You know what I mean? Like honestly, I think the double down is what really got her clipped.
Yeah, no, I seen the double down. Seen the double down. You know what though? What does all of this have to say for freedom of speech?
I mean, freedom of speech. Listen, you're free to say whatever you want, but
I'm free to react to it, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So like, you can't police how niggas react. I mean, like my thing is like, yo, if so anybody that's listening that feels like they should be able to say nigga. If I go up to your mother and I call your mother a whore every time I see her, can I just hide behind freedom of speech and be like, nah, listen, I got freedom of speech. I can call your mother a whore. I can call your wife a whore if I want to.
You know, those people are listening right now thinking, yeah, but you're really a nigga though. Anyway.
Well, I'm just saying, let's see how you feel. You know what I mean? Let's how would I say it? Nah, you know what? Listen. If you froggy, then leap, nigga. Let's just say that. I mean, so I ain't had no frog legs in a long time, man. So
speaking of frog legs, my nigga, I meant to ask you when we started this shit off. What you doing for Juneteenth?
Nigga, I'm working.
You got off? Oh, you ain't got off? Damn.
Nah, nigga, I don't work for the government. Only government niggas get Juneteenth off. Nigga, what you mean?
Those house niggas, man.
Nah, honestly, Juneteenth, I'm probably gonna kick it. I am gonna watch the concert though. So
there's a concert. There's like a benefit.
Nah, Kendrick Lamar. He's doing a pop. Yeah, he's doing a pop out at the Forum, actually, of all places, during on Juneteenth and shit. So.
Oh, that's fly. I hope there's no violence.
Nah, that's gonna be some violence.
I know.
You got 20,000 niggas seeing not like us in the building. It's gonna be some violence. You know what I mean? So we might end up going to war to Canada that day and shit. So
man, Lord have mercy, right? Oh, yo, I wanted to ask you. I'm glad you brought Kendrick up. So I was thinking about Eminem recently because I've been discrediting him for years, and it sucks because I feel like I spent more years discrediting him than I spent like bigging him up.
Eminem or Kendrick?
Eminem. And
Beard Eminem is different though. That's a different nigga. That's a clone.
So before Beard Eminem, I saw Eminem acting in that movie with Seth Rogen and the Asian niggas.
What movie was that?
It's cool. We'll figure it out later. But anyway, Eminem made me think like, other than him, like he's like the definitive white rapper, but like other than him, who's the best white rapper, bro?
Other than him?
Yeah. Like if he wasn't there, who the fuck would be the best white rapper?
I mean, Bubba Sparks.
Nah, you can't just name niggas, bro. You just gotta like you just naming niggas, bro.
I mean, I'm thinking. I'm you know what I mean?
You grasping for fucking straws right now.
Grasping for white rappers right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So grasping for straws. Who's trying to see who's the longest one, man? So white rappers. Drake.
Yo, I think that's the one, bro. I think that's the one we're supposed to come to. Wait.
Who else we got? Hell yeah, Iggy.
You can't count.
Not for her bars though.
Yeah, for real. She the best.
Who else we got here? Shit, Vanilla Ice. That's my nigga. Nah, actually, he's cool as shit. Actually, I met him a couple times, yo.
Oh, Rob, you gotta call him Rob though. He don't like being called Ice.
Nah, Rob's the man.
Rob is the man. Rob is honestly the man. I met Rob too. Let's see.
Let's see here. It's funny you bring that up, yo. Hold on, let me pull this up here. I don't know if you remember this show. The fact that this show even exists goes to show you how crazy shit is right now. If I can pull up this bookmark. Where my bookmarks at? Where my shit at? Where that at? Bring that ass over here.
Do Pink count?
Pink?
Yeah.
Is Pink white?
I don't even know. That's why I asked. I don't know if she a rapper and I don't know if she white.
Pink.
But she big.
She's like one of those like those racially ambiguous people, man. We don't know her, man. But Pink, honestly, her journey to success is very interesting here. But yo, you remember this show here, yo? This shit was wild, yo.
Right from the get-go, battle lines were drawn in the White House.
You the reason hip-hop gets disrespect.
Persia almost comes to blows with John.
Yo, I'm about to watch this tonight.
Aggressive
I'm watching this
Chi-Chi's
tonight.
battle with herself almost cost her team a crucial challenge.
I think I'm gonna lay you guys down.
But in the end, the Vanilla Ice disciples stepped the game up. We liked your overall.
They called them the Vanilla Ice disciples.
And sent John Brown's team up for elimination. Persia's memory proved to be her worst enemy.
But you doubled. I forgot the damn line.
But when the hot chick's rhymes couldn't match her looks,
You didn't do what I asked you to do.
Misfits London Bridges came down for good.
Misfit, give me your sneakers. Time to step off.
8 rappers
took her
remain. Who will be
sneakers?
the next one to leave the White House?
Yo, these niggas getting got. Oh man, this is fucked up, bro. This is cooning. This is fucked up, bro. This is 100%. I'm watching this tonight.
Especially if you're white.
That song was wow.
Shit was ass.
You could tell there was no black people involved in that. That song was wild.
Yo, leave it to be. Yo, leave it to leave it to fucking VH1, yo.
He said, "Give me your sneakers."
That's how you got eliminated from the show, dog.
Yo, this is what they think of us, bro.
Yo, man. Oh man.
He said, "Give me your sneakers."
Oh man.
Damn, if that nigga wasn't from New York, I swear to God, man, you ain't say sneakers. All right, so Coonan versus code switching, right? I'm glad that you just brought this up. It's perfect. Coonan versus code switching. Now these niggas, these white people was just cooning, and I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. And that black girl, that black girl, that broke ass nigga, it's a broke ass nigga's girl. She was cooning too, and well, she wasn't cooning. She was giving the illusion of cooning, which was trolling.
Yes.
But everybody's cooning.
White people cooning. So
Yeah, white people cooning. Everybody's cooning, right? Drake is cooning. Just got called out by Kendrick. What's worse, bro? Now, I know that I just had this loaded is what I'm getting at. What's worse?
what's worse, cooning or definitely cooning, dog.
No, cooning or code switching.
Cooning or code? Nah, cooning, dog. Cooning. Because code switching is acceptable in a certain degree. Like for instance, you and I were talking, right? And I was talking a certain way, and then you were like, "Yo, you on speaker? I got the kids around me. I talked a different way." You know what I mean? So, you know, it's acknowledging the company that you're in, and
You're surrounding your contacts, all that shit. Just being mindful.
yeah, being mindful of that. And that's the thing, you know. And it's, you know, something you may not say some things around certain people that, you know, may not necessarily get the context, and some people may or may not understand the context, or just more or less how people feel comfortable. I mean, granted, there's an element of code switching, which is like essentially like kind of placating some of the people around you, but I feel like that's more of an internalized thing that you're dealing with as opposed to cooning.
Like hey Rodney.
Hey, yo,
Like
my nigga Rodney was
Hey,
good.
my nigga Rodney. You know Rodney ain't got a black fucking fiber in his fucking being. Hey, my nigga Rodney. Hey, you know we call Rod Big Rod. What up, Big Rod? You know, that type of shit. No, I just think that's fucking. I think that's fun. I think that's what do you call that? That is patronizing as fuck. And I don't think that makes you weird. I think you're patronizing Big Rod. Rod need to be Big Rod need to be patronized. You know what I'm saying? And it's fun to patronize Big Rod. Does that make sense to you?
I mean, I don't know Rod to be talking about Rod like that, but yeah, if I knew Rod, yeah, you know.
No, Big Rod, like he walk funny, he talk funny. He got a little limp, he got a little gimp. That's Big Rod though.
I mean, well,
My nigga Big Rod.
on Big Rod, that's why he walk with a limp. But look at me throwing assists out here. But yeah. And I honestly, like, you know, with that is just, you know, being mindful, man. Being mindful. There's nothing wrong with being mindful of your surroundings. Obviously, there's a certain level of authenticity that you wanna, you know, you want to kind of be the same person you are when you go around. But I don't know. Sometimes, depending on the company you're in and the context and the situation you're in, you may have to move a little bit differently. Well,
Now,
obviously,
John Morant, on the other hand, that's a motherfucking coon. Right? And so you see, like, the relationship between the two.
well, that's the thing. I guess that's the thing. I guess there's a difference between intentional cooning and unintentional cooning, right?
You don't know what that nigga's motives was. See, the thing is, I can't judge intentions. The Bible says you can't judge a man's intentions. All you can do is look at his actions.
Yeah, that's true. But at a man at 23 years old, I can judge his actions based on now. But who goes to say that Ja Morant may not necessarily go back to school and be a Rhodes Scholar by the time he turns 45? You know what I mean? So,
No, but my issue is, how come every time you listen to rap music, you need to have your gun out? That's all. A lot of people got guns, but don't feel the need to pull them out every time they hear a rap song.
hey, listen, man. What's wrong with black people, like, you know, exercising their Second Amendment rights, man?
Nothing. But why are you pulling your gun out every time you hear a rap song? You don't need to fucking brandish a weapon every time you every time you hear a rap song.
I mean, I don't know. Have you listened to rap more recently, man? Shit. Does
Nah,
rap music make you feel sick?
it was crazy. Yeah, I was asking my nigga recently. I was like, yo, you gonna listen to rap until you, like, forever? He was like, yeah. I was like, so you gonna be 60 with that big ass dumping shit all in your shit? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. Talking about hoes and shit and getting fucked up. You gonna be 60 talking? Yeah. All right. Whatever. I don't see it.
Hey, niggas gonna be at the cookout in their 60s, starting from the bottom. Now we here. You know what I mean? Our
That's
oldies,
not bad. I mean, that is bad, but that's not so bad.
Our oldies will be very different. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's just, I think there's a difference between unintentionally cooning and cooning. You know what I mean? And being and cooning for attention.
No, but wait. Yes. All right,
Like
wait.
clout,
We gotta
clout.
hold that.
Like, I hate
But-
clout cooning, yo. I hate clout cooning, yo.
Wait. We gotta hold that, but I need to mention that generation you talking about, our oldies, some of our oldies is gonna be, you know, started from the bottom, you know, cool. But like there's a little bit of a carryover. Because the individual I was talking to, he's my age, but like let's say he's a year or two younger. Like his generation is a bit of a carryover. His oldies is gonna be Kodak and 21 as well. You know, so are we gonna be 60? And then, you know, I can't even name too many Kodak songs, but
Nah. Honestly, I think what survives. I mean, honestly, the issues with Kodak. I mean, while Kodak is popping, the thing is just I feel like there's certain songs that transcend. I feel like Kodak as a personality, you know, is great, but musically, I still feel like he's missing one or two. You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, as far as the bangers, I don't know if it's quite there yet. You know what I mean? So, but I could be wrong. Not quite my generation. But you know what? Nah, because I feel like when certain songs bang and they resonate, you can't escape those bitches. You know what I mean?
hell yeah, because on some real shit, XXX Tentacion, Like, I'm pretty sure you can name a couple, or not name a couple, but I'm pretty sure you can sing a couple of that nigga songs more than you can sing a couple of Kodak songs.
Oh, definitely. And I think that's the thing. Is certain songs, like, or even look at fucking, who is it, Takashi, right?
You can sing that nigga songs.
Maybe, but even in that, are they really bangers or they just for that time? You know what I mean? So
He said Blicky got the stiffy.
I
Niggas
know.
iffy. Blicky got the stiffy. You know that. Everybody know that. Right?
I mean, I don't know nothing about that, dog. I know it's Pride Month, but Blicky, Sticky.
How your neighborhood looking lately? I'm glad I ain't been to the city in a little bit, but I know I was at Pride. I think I did Pride probably like 3 years in a row.
No, I didn't go this year. I did want to go this year, but I just couldn't make it. I couldn't make it.
They got the dicks out this year.
They did.
Yeah.
How you know?
They got the little. I was watching Twitter.
You on Twitter?
Yeah, you only gotta click. All you gotta do is pick your city, and they show you what's going down.
Pick your city.
Yeah, just pick your city, and they show you what's going down. Don't need no local news. Everything is up to the minute.
To the digital.
Hell yeah, the studs had the dicks out. You know what I'm saying? Bitches had the tits out.
Oh man, I missed it. Shit.
It's Pride. It's every year, baby.
So, but yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, I didn't go. I didn't check it out. A couple of the homies was there though.
So the cooning, right?
But the cooning, yes. Let's get out.
The cooning. That shit. You say you hold it up, right?
You hold it up.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to remember your statement you was making.
Nah, I said, all right. I'm cool. I'm cool with code switching. You listen. Code switching is a trauma response to survive.
So the thing is, I think what I was getting at is I think that there is a dichotomy that exists.
Cooning
and code switching.
There definitely is a Venn diagram though where they kind of, where
I think they're two. I think they're like. I think it's a pendulum.
I mean, they're cousins. They're cousins. But yeah, now you are right in the sense to where, I mean, code switching as a form of communication is one thing, but I guess in terms of just.
But sometimes when you completely reject code switching, you kind of fall into the realm of cooning.
No, but I think code switching you could be a coon with code switching as well too, because if you swing way too far, like, all right, so everybody got they work white boys, right? But then you come home.
See, that's that right there. But then you come home
and then you like, somebody else. But if
nigga, you be like, no, nigga, let me get 3 for 5.
Nah, they don't even pronounce the V. No V.
No, 3 for 5.
3 for 5.
Yeah, let me get 3 for 5.
And then motherfuckers talking to complete pros, you know what I mean, at work and shit like that. So,
but this niggas is like, now Derek, Big Rod wouldn't approve.
You mean Roderick? Roderick? Okay.
Hey, he earned that nickname. Gosh darn it. So,
but yeah, we all over top of each other. Pause. So.
Who going? Sorry, I was gonna say who gonna kill a nigga? Who going kill a nigga for cooning? Like for real, who gets killed for cooning? People love you when you coon. Everybody loves a coon. You ever noticed that?
Yeah, but niggas love calling out a coon. But I think the thing is with cooning is there's a certain reality. Like what I said, like you can whether you're intentionally cooning or unintentionally cooning.
That was what I was. Sorry, that was what I was actually questioning.
So,
what's the difference? Who's unintentionally cooning?
Unintentionally.
If not, you're not cooning. If it's unintentional, you're not cooning. You're just a nigga. You're just a nigga.
You not. Nah. Let's delineate that right. That's not. Yeah. Let's detach those right there.
Should I say nigger?
No.
That's what I meant.
Nah. No.
That's what I meant.
No. You're just You're a black yokel.
You're just ignorant.
You're a black yokel. That's all.
You're ignorant.
Nah. You're a black yokel.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So if you can't control how much you be cooning and you do it unintentionally all the fucking time, What like? Give us an example of that. Like, what does that look like? Like carrying hot sauce in your purse. What does that look like?
Like if you just country as hell, and
You could be country. That's a culture. A beautiful accent where
But
you
there's some-
can't. Where I need you to repeat everything every other sentence.
but some
That
people
is culture.
but some people kind of see that as a coon in a certain sense. You know what I mean? So
Oh, damn!
You know,
really?
that's the thing. But I think, but like, all right. So I think, all right. So
I think cooning is sticking your gun out the window when you got a $40 million. Sorry, when you stand to lose $40 million on a Supermax.
oh well,
I think that's cooning.
definitely that. I mean, well, all right. So let's clearly define this. I feel like cooning is essentially overemphasizing a negative, or just not even necessarily a negative, overemphasizing a stereotype or traits or personalities of a person from a particular background.
So, like when you pack your lunch to go to work, you pack some Kool-Aid in there with it. Is that cooning?
If you don't usually drink Kool-Aid,
If you're doing it just for work, so white people know you drink Kool-Aid.
if you're doing it for clout, yeah.
So that the people at work know that you drink Kool-Aid. Oh, so is it just for clout? Cooning is just for clout?
Cooning is for clout.
Because the other one we just agree is that's just being. Would you call it? I said it was a nigga. You said we're gonna separate that.
You're a black yokel, man.
You're like, what's a yokel?
A yokel, country person.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. How about, because like I said, there's the extreme, which is pulling your gun out when you stand to lose out on $40 million on the Supermax. That's the extreme.
And that's that performative blackness. You know what I mean? We're performing to try to be.
You think he ain't just a yokel?
That's the thing. I don't know. Well, I mean, I feel like he's a dickhead. You know what I mean? But
I mean, Philly niggas feel like everybody's a dickhead.
But I mean, is he an intended dickhead or unintentional dickhead? If he's being a dickhead just to show off, who you showing off for? Who you need to show off for?
The bitches.
I ain't never seen an NBA nigga that needed to show off.
The bitches and what? What is it done?
An NBA nigga,
every crossover.
Huh?
Well, I said, what is a dunk? What is a crossover?
Off the court.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
you say NBA nigga showing off the court. AI.
I mean, but that was AI. AI was AI. AI again, authenticity. He wasn't AI. Didn't necessarily need to perform to be him. AI was him to a fault. You know what I mean? So
this nigga James Harden have a fucking fashion photo shoot every time he step outside.
Yeah, but
he'd be like, "Yo, take me over. Walk me over to the corner and take 3 or 4 pictures of me."
Yeah, but he a fashion model though. You know what I mean? So at least self-proclaimed.
For who? Like for what publication? Nigga, for his own Twitter?
Self-proclaimed. Self-proclaimed. You know so, him and PJ, man.
Yeah, for real.
Those niggas got the same stylist. How you on the same team get the same stylist? And it's just like
how you, niggas got stylist. Okay, so we need another act of cooning.
Like, do you think Umar is a coon?
An act. All right, so like, what has he done? Like, what? Name one thing he's done that you think
like the hyper hotep. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit. You know what I mean? You don't think that's like
what's that?
Cooning to a degree.
What's that? What's hyper hotep?
You know what hotep is, right?
Nah. I mean, it sounds like a fucking Egyptian fucking pharaoh.
I mean, but hotep is I guess kind of like a adjective for niggas that are just super Pan African. You know what I mean?
Oh, Ankh niggas.
Huh?
Ankh niggas and I niggas.
It's like
I Horus niggas and Ankh niggas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know Ankh niggas.
My black sister with your black hair, your black skin, and your black.
Okay.
I want.
So what about it?
Your body
what about
you with black soap. And your
do I think that's cooning? Do I think that's cooning?
It's performative blackness. I think it is.
You just went to a Dune Day yesterday. I know not yesterday.
4 days ago.
I know that's not. But like, nah, that's not cooning. I think that is a people struggling to find and embrace their heritage. And I mean, I didn't struggle to find it. So to me personally, I can't judge them for embracing what they have found, you know?
But I feel like it's just,
Sorry.
I guess I would say like the cooning part of it is where you're overemphasizing to perform for an audience. You know what I mean? But I guess where it makes it cooning, where the negative connotation comes from, is essentially where it's detracting from the humanity of the people that you're trying to actually of the traits you're trying to overemphasize and portray. You know what I mean?
Give me an example, please. I'm sorry.
So, you ever seen the movie Bamboozled?
I never watched it.
It's a good movie. It was a Spike Lee flick. Essentially, what it was about was these two niggas they were two homeless niggas that could tap dance, and pretty much what happened. So niggas was nice at tap dancing, but what happened was they got hired by some company to tap dance, but they had to tap dance in blackface.
But they was niggas.
But they was niggas. so
somebody tricked these niggas into painting their skin black. Not to even trick them. They just was like, hey, what's your price? I give you $1 more than that.
Exactly.
Damn. Okay. So yeah, what about it? So do you think that
and that sure is how you get a record deal in 2024.
Oh yeah. That's what Drake's doing.
But
so Dr. Umar, you think that is what Dr. Umar is doing? You think that he is being overly you think that he's catering to a bunch of stereotypes?
Well, it's a stereotype. I mean, granted, while I may not necessarily agree with like I entertain them. I like the entertaining nature of the message and the messenger. But I don't know. I think there's a certain negative connotation to that. No, I mean I could probably get taken to task for that regard. But let me try to find somebody that's a little bit more relatable here. Formerly Boonk Gang. Remember Boonk?
Yep.
So I can see that.
Like jumping into people's fucking groceries and shit.
Just doing dumb shit just for
walking
attention.
in the stores, just diving in the groceries and
doing
shit.
dumb shit for attention. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's just
purely destructive behavior. See, that's not cooning to me though. Because it's not really, well, it is cooning. Because I'm sorry. I didn't think it was cooning. And I was going to say I don't think it's cooning because I don't think it necessarily feeds any black stereotypes. That's what I was going to say, but I forgot how these niggas look at us. I hadn't thought about that part. So yeah. It definitely probably feeds a lot of stereotypes about us being barbaric savages, with no regard to society. So I dig it. That's cooning. Boonk Gang was definitely cooning. What about like
let's see here. I mean, honestly, it's funny. I'm drawing a blank right now, but I don't know. If I had a little more time to think about this, I could probably find I could probably make a more extensive list of, you know what I mean? You know, we could make our list of like the top 10 coons, you know what I mean, the past like 10 years and shit like that. But
you heard it here first, folks. Tune in next time for top 10 coon list. We might even draft these little niggas. All right. So yeah, I think there's such a dichotomy though, because like it seems to me like a coon is somebody who completely, to me, a coon is somebody who they are conscious of what the shit is, and they're conscious of what the image is, and they're conscious of what. Now, I mean, obviously, there's a limit to the consciousness because they still choose the coon, right? But they're conscious of what the stereotypes are, but they choose to lean in and embrace those things. Like, for instance, I shared something earlier where there was a nigga who took his family to the fucking Walmart and had them sitting on the aisle eating all the snacks and was like, hey, man, when your family hungry, you just got to feed them. And they was just sitting down eating all the snacks. And I mean, I'm not going to judge him because I don't know whether he went and paid for all of that shit after the fact, right? I don't know that. But there was a nigga sitting down eating in the middle of the aisle with fucking 4 kids and his wife. And I think that that's disruptive behavior. And if it was my business, my personal business, obviously I wouldn't have that shit, you know? And I think that that's cooning because he's basically pushing on his children and his family and any onlookers and everybody on the internet that follows him. Hey, we can perform this type of disruptive behavior and get away with it. And I think that if we had a whole society of people that was doing that type of shit, that shit would just be ignorant and fucked up. And somebody would get shot over it, probably. Maybe not shot, but you know what I'm saying.
So it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that, but I think that's the thing where it's like, you know, I think niggas need to get help.
There's a second example of that.
Yeah.
There was also a girl who was in the aisles eating all these snacks, but she was under the fucking aisles. Like she was in the joint. She was on the shelf. She was laying down on the shelf, just fucking up donuts, just fucking up all types of shit, just on the shelf. Like, yeah, when you hungry, you just gotta go to Walmart and just lay on the fucking bottom of the shelf and have your friends just pass snacks in there to you. So obviously, I don't know if she's paying for that shit either. But there's definitely a picture that these motherfuckers is paying. They not telling niggas that, yo, I'm paying for this shit afterwards. So stay safe, y'all. You know what I mean? That's cooning to me. That's cooning to me. Now, I like I said, I think that there's a clear dichotomy between that and the code switching thing, because I think the code switching thing is like obviously being overly sensitive to your surroundings or your context. Maybe not overly, maybe just enough, whatever, but being that. Yeah. And then the cooning thing is you're sensitive to it, but you leaning into rejecting, trying to resolve it in any way, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. That's the thing. It's just
because I gotta give them the credit for knowing.
That's the thing. Yeah, like in cooning, you're knowing, and it's exploitative. You know what I mean? You may be exploiting yourself or exploiting things, but you're exploiting something.
Exploiting black stereotypes.
And it's
you basically like, no, this ain't me. This is my people. That's cooning right there. That right there is fucking cooning right there, my nigga.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's more or less like, but this is why niggas gotta. That's why you gotta dress to take care of your shit. And I was listening to an audiobook today, and a nigga he mentioned some shit. It just came up. You made me think about this. How they say like, you know, trauma or response to trauma. They say like unresolved trauma in a person can come out as a personality, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like unresolved trauma response can come out as a personality.
Like DID or MPD?
I don't even know what that means. DID?
Dissociative identity disorder or MPD, multiple personality disorder? You talking about that type of shit?
Nah, not even. Well, maybe even to that extent in a sense, but nah. I just think in terms of like, remember, like we were talking yesterday about like, you know, certain things that you did to survive may not necessarily be what you need to do to thrive in a certain part.
Oh yeah, certain shit you might just have to drop off. Like like for instance, carving shanks. Like say you did just a good ass shank carver. Like that's your skill set in life. Like God made you the most gifted shank carver in the tri-state area, and then you get out. But
you started carving shanks.
What you doing? What you carving shanks for?
So
I don't need to carve no shanks no more, nigga. Not here. We're not on the street.
So let's extrapolate that, right? So
yeah.
You know what I mean, so you know, unresolved trauma and a trauma response that's unresolved can come out as a personality. So you the nigga that actually just, yo, that's the shank boy. That's the shank nigga. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, unresolved trauma within a family unit that gets passed on to the kids ends up becoming a family trait. But like, oh yeah, that's just a shank family. You know what I mean?
Shank family. Yeah.
But,
shank
but unresolved trauma and the trauma response that doesn't get addressed within a group of people, that's just, you know what I mean? That ends up becoming a defining trait of a generation. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, niggas were shanking back then. You know what I mean? So
yeah, those were the shanky years.
so I think is this, but I think, you know, like right now we're at a point to where I feel like where the dialogue is, and I feel like it's very, very recently where the door is wide open for us to actually really just kind of address a lot of this shit just head on, and kind of just like not necessarily just call niggas out on these shit just to pull niggas card, but you know, you could pull a nigga's card in love. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
What if we had like you, right, sitting in like just a bright room, like all white and shit, just with a nice, you know, nice little tight fitting suit on, you know, just like sitting there with nothing, right? And you just asking some type of crazy ass polarizing question that make people overreact all crazy. And we drop like a series of those. And we do like 21 of them. And we call it 21 questions to white people. You think that will rock?
That's interesting. I mean, honestly, I would make it more targeted. I don't want to just include just white people. I don't want
21 questions to Mexicans.
Oh, so we just 21 questions to everybody. That reminds me of an audio book this one dude made.
21 is a lot though.
It's called We Got Answers. And the nigga actually made an audio book at answering questions that white people had about black people to black people and shit like that. So
that sounds fascinating.
So
that sounds like a hell of a project to tackle too. I like that.
It's on Audible. It's called We Got Answers. So
we got answers.
Got answers. So
a pit bull is a beautiful dog. Let's explain why. My bad.
But that's that though.
So yeah, we were supposed to be talking about some developmental shit, wasn't we?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know we were supposed to have a production meeting towards the end of this. But we went on for hour 40. But before we get on to that, actually, I just want to show one video, just because I feel like it's kind of almost in a sense kind of pertinent to this conversation, and
sure.
it's a really good way to kind of put this all together in a sense. You know what I mean? So let me share this. I'm not even going to fucking queue it up or sell it and shit like that. I'm gonna just show it to you. And
no Michael Buffer entry.
Nope. I'm gonna just show it to you and just let me know how you feel about it.
This hat right here, pretty much Bloods and Brims. Wear this hat right here. LA County Bloods and Brims. These other two hats right here, these Philly hats, these right here, strictly Pyrus. Pyrus come out of Compton. You don't want to be in any Compton crib hoods with this on. The St. Louis hat right here, BPS, strictly Bloods. You hear me? Even Park Village Compton Crips might wear this logo too. Be careful. Even the San Francisco 49er hat, that's Family Swan Bloods. The San Francisco baseball cap, 7-4 Hoovers. Remember that. This Astro hat, that's Hoovers all the way. And they probably the most hated gang out here. The red W hat, West Side Pyrus mainly. But the black version of this W hat could be the West Boulevard Crips. And they beef with the St. Louis hat. This also could be Watergate Crips and Hawthorne. And also some Mexican gangs will wear the W as well. This Milwaukee cap, this is all strictly 40 Crips. I'm gonna be real.
You said Milwaukee.
Hat right here. These A hats right here are a little bit tricky. That could be for Avenue Pyrus in Inglewood. Also be Cross Atlantic Pyrus. Also the Asian boy Crips wear that too. Now with this A right here, you have some Avalon Crips. You have some 40 Crips from the Avenues. Everybody knows this hat right here. This the neighborhood Crips all wear this hat right here. The 40s to the 100s. Even more Crips wear Nutty Block and Compton. Got Schoolyard Crips wear that too. A lot of Crips wear the NY. Even got 2 N's in Long Beach. That's Vince Staples and OT Genesis. And the Rolling 60s will also wear this hat right here. So be careful. Also got Southside Compton Crips that wear that too. The Stevenson Village Crips in Carson also wear that too. The Skillers hat, that's the Rolling 20 Crips. Snoop Dogg in them, they wear that in Long Beach. Be careful, because if you in Long Beach wearing a Raider hat, that's the Insane Crips and they beef with those Skiller hats. Be careful. Even the 18th Street gang is gonna wear this too. That's the Mexican. The Saints hat right here, that's Imperial Village Crips in Inglewood. Even they will wear the V hat. They will wear a hat with a straight V on it. Be careful for them Crips out there in Inglewood. This pirate hats right here could be for 456 Island Pyrus in Pomona, or be PJ Watts Crips. Careful with that P. This one right here, you're gonna see a lot of Grave Street Crips and Watts wearing this one right here. When you see this Mariners hat right here, you're gonna see a lot of 40 Crips, Front Street Watts Crips, and even Florencia wearing this F right here. But this one right here, you're gonna have Inglewood families wearing this one right here. And they even gonna also wear this other one right here. Inglewood families, these two right here. This hat right here, A-Tray Gangster Crips. All Gangster Crips is gonna wear this all around the board. Also, you're gonna have 20 Bloods wearing that, the Rolling 20 Bloods. You're gonna have some Tongan Crips wearing this also. With this White Sox hat, you're gonna have Santana Block Compton Crips, and you're also gonna have 6 Hood Compton Crips. This hat right here, you're gonna see the 30 Crips wearing this, and the Tongan Crips also gonna wear that too. This C hat right here, that's Cedar Block Pyrus. That's where the game is from. We bang that red C for Cedar Block. This KC hat, that's the Kitchen Crips. Be careful. This Green Bay Packer hat right here, that's the Shotgun Crips and the Payback Crips in Gardena. Now this D hat right here gonna be for the Harlem 30s and for the 40 Crips from the dark side. You hear me? Now this Bulls hat, you will see Bloods wear this, and this cowboy hat, you will see Crips wearing that. I know. This M hat right here, all Mafia Crips. They all wearing this one. The Crips is gonna wear this O hat right here. All the O's from the 30s to the 40s to the 100s. That's the Crips right there. This one's a little tricky. You could wear this Clippers hat that say Clippers. That's fine. But once you wear this one right here, that's Lewis Park West Side Bloods right there. An alliance with Cross Atlantic Pyrus right there. An alliance with Cedar Block Pyrus all in one.
So, what's the first thing that you thought about when you saw all that?
Well, I came across that shit previously, and I watched that shit like 3 times. I was like, "What the fuck?" I feel like niggas need like this shit complicated. You need like a college education to understand this shit. Like these niggas must be smart as fuck out there, palm trees and shit. And these niggas are studying all of this fucking niggonometry and shit. So the other thing was, he said Vince Staples and all of them niggas were like, that's dry snitching, isn't it? Isn't that dry snitching? To say that these niggas is a part of this gang, and this is the hat that they wear. Notice he didn't have a hat on either. That buddy did not have a hat on.
Niggas rep. You know what I mean?
So Buddy didn't have a hat on. So the first thing that came to my mind was you're walking, you go to LA, right? For like some type of conference or some shit. And somebody tells you to meet you somewhere, and the fucking Uber driver drops you off like 1 or 2 blocks away from the spot. So you end up walking down the street, and you're thinking there's nothing big because I got this little spliff in my pocket, so I'm about to smoke this joint right on the way to this conference real quick. So you pull your spliff out of your pocket, and somebody go, "Hey, cuz, where you from?" What's the first thing that comes to your mind, nigga?
Nigga, I'm pro-black, nigga. What you mean?
Nigga, I'm pro-black. Nigga, what you mean? Nigga, I'm a Panther. I'm the son of a Panther, bro.
Oh shit, man.
Fucking, I'm Legacy Panther, G. I'm like, wait, are you repping a gang, nigga? Now all of a sudden, like, did you never rep before in your life? Like, what the fuck?
You know what I mean? Out here, you know what I mean?
I'm the chairman of the BIPOC Society. I'm about to go to the fucking. I'm about to go to the conference right now. Like, what the fuck?
Dog, you know what I mean? We out here fighting for you.
You start thinking about what hat you got on. Should I take my hat off and turn it around and look at it? You think you're gonna hit me before I do that?
Inside out. I remember like when I was like younger in Chicago, niggas like, yeah, you gotta be careful because if you got the upside down Nike sign, that's something else and shit like that. I'm like, damn, dog, but I just thought about that. But like, if you notice every single hat in there on that joint, I'm like, yo, the new era really, man, fucking cashing in on fucking niggas.
Yo, I was thinking about that. I was thinking like, yo, do they know? Because once he started pointing out the Clippers joint, I'm like, did they do that for y'all niggas? Did they do that just for y'all?
You could wear this jump, but nah, you can't wear this joint here.
This joint, because this joint right here, this aligned with that shit, and that right there, that's where the 2 blocks meet each other, nigga. I'm like, damn.
But new era really cashing in on niggas trauma and beef out here, man.
I mean, Jordan been doing it for years. It shouldn't surprise you.
It's true, yeah, man. So, but damn, dog, like
MLB.
I just saw that and I'm like, damn, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? So, granted, like, you know, teens are gonna be teens, but I'm just sitting here looking at it like, wow. Even on this level, you know what I mean? So like the consumerism in the gang culture, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's like almost like consumerism out here, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it's like I don't go to Michigan, but I root for them because this is the block that I'm from, and this is where the gang. You know, this the shit we wear. Like, try explaining that to somebody.
But contextually, it kind of made sense and it worked. I'm like, yes, you know, you see this is Cedar Block for I'm like, yo, niggas put a lot of thought in it.
And then the O's, these is all the hundreds. These is the 50s, the 60s. I'm like, oh shit, that could be anybody. That's fucking crazy and shit. God damn, imagine being 13 having to navigate life with this fucking shit.
It's wild, man.
This shit's crazy, bro.
It's like, bro, listen, man. Well, for 2 things, I guess 2 takeaways is more or less like, listen, dog, don't design your own hats, man. Don't be out here, man, you know what I mean, piggybacking, man, you know what I mean, putting other people's pocket, you know what I mean? Like, listen, man, like, it don't take much, man. Get you an embroidery machine, copy some hats from China, you know what I mean? You can make some shit happen in the basement if you want to, man, you know what I mean? So, you could trap hats to your hood. Who knows, man? Y'all might be able to actually start a business, you know what I mean? Same way Killer Mike did it with B-pop and Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all need to do that with y'all fitteds and y'all hats, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's needed. It's necessary, man. It's time.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
that
tell
time.
the corporations what to do. Do not tell the gang members what to do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Nah. I'm telling them what to do, man. Because at the end of the day, y'all need to come about that, man. Because at the end of the day, man, the corporations, they gonna be all right. Y'all not gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Like, you know, let's be honest, man. You know what I mean? So it's how much is LA, like LA, right? Like in terms of just all those areas, or those multiple buildings. But from that area, like, what do you think? Like within a year, just based on like motherfuckers copping, you know, they membership fitteds and shit like that. How much are they putting?
They membership fitteds.
Yeah,
I would say at least like good 20 mil. Like I don't know what the per capita is as far as the gang culture. And I don't know the per capita. No, I'm serious. I don't know the per capita with the gang culture. And I also don't know how much of those niggas money comes from fitted caps and how much of their fitted cap money comes from LA. But I know that this shit is driving a whole lot of fitted cap sales.
Exactly, right?
That's undeniable. That's absolutely undeniable because there's definitely some niggas that had some caps that once they joined the gang, they was like, shit, ain't wearing this shit no more. Stomp on that. Burn that with the fellas. You know what I mean? Shit.
So got cat burning out here, man.
Yeah.
So
that shit wild, man. I thank God though that we ain't like have to experience that on that certain level. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, the right answer is when a nigga walk up to you in LA and ask you where you from, you say New Jerusalem. I'm just waiting for Jesus to come back. How about you, brother? Dead in his face.
Oh, you from Jersey? What
With them
part?
sincere eyes.
Orange Park? Are you from?
No. The New Jerusalem in the sky. The New Jerusalem in the sky, nigga.
you know they call Jersey New Jerusalem.
I know, nigga, and I thought about that. That's why I said I'm waiting for Jesus to come back too. I'm hoping that part sells it, man. I'm hoping that part sells it. Hey, listen, man, I'm not a street nigga. Oh, well, give me your wallet then.
Hey.
I'll let you off light. All right. So yeah.
I want to have this production meeting live, but we ran for like the end of 2 hours here. We had like 158. So let's come back. I got the notes and everything loaded here, but I feel like this production meetings will probably be like about like at least like 30, 40 minutes and shit like that. So I got a bunch of like pseudo slides and other shit like that. So I don't know,
shit.
man. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it, bro.
Yeah, because it's getting a little late. It's 11 o'clock. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? We like it. We love y'all and everything like that. But you know what I mean?
Niggas got work in the morning.
Yes.
So you got work like fucking 5 hours before I got work.
So I don't know. Maybe let's revisit this weekend. Let's see how the production meetings. I want to do it live. Well, I don't want to do it live. I want to do it with you, but it's fun doing it live because I want to try to get some live feedback. So I don't know, maybe some of the homies on this. So, but I just want to let you know, like, kind of what I'm thinking in terms of how we're going to do and what we can do to kind of turn this up a little bit more and shit like that. So,
we're live.
But yo, anything you want to say to people before we get up out of here?
Ja Moranta's a coon. Any player that you have an irrational dislike for?
Oh, me?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh, that was a question. Oh, I thought you were making a statement there. Irrational dislike? Nah, it's mainly just teams, quite honestly. I mean, I will say, was it the ball, Jadeveon Clowney? I didn't like what he did to Carson Wentz that 1 year, so I still hate him for that.
Devontae's perfect.
What he did to AB, yeah, that was fucked up too.
He did that to a lot of people too. So that was like his MO.
Yeah, nah, motherfuckers like that, I can't fuck with. I can't get with. like that Zaza Pachulia type shit where you take niggas out, you fuck niggas up for on the long term. Nah,
Yeah.
it's one thing to play hard, you know what I mean, play dirty, but I don't know. There's limits to even that, you know what I mean. So you can't kill nobody, you know what I mean.
I hate Dame.
You hate Dame.
Yeah, for leaving his wife.
Not even for leaving Portland.
Yep.
Hey man, well, listen,
For
man.
leaving his wife and trying to go to Miami.
Hey,
that nigga
listen.
was tripping, bro.
Hey, personally, you want to market for, man? Listen, dog. Hey, one man, you know what I mean. So, former Mrs. Lillard, you know what I mean. Romeo, man, you know what I mean.
Shit, she got the bag off him.
Sheesh. Listen, you about to have a rich baby mama, you know what I mean.
Shit, I ain't gonna have no baby mamas, bro. I don't believe in that shit. That's a L. I'm not about that. Sorry to our audience. I apologize if y'all got baby mamas, but I'm not about to step in that shit. I'm not about to step in that big pile of shit right there.
All right.
Kids is a blessing though.
You ain't been watching WNBA lately.
Kids is a blessing though. Nah, nigga, I've been looking at these chicks, man. They don't make enough to be my baby mama though.
Soon enough. Somebody about to be getting flown out. So
yeah.
Yeah, nah, honestly, no irrational hate. I guess for Boston, but the funny thing is I actually like everybody on Boston.
I ain't got no problem with none of them niggas on a personal level.
It's really just a uniform, man. That's all, quite honestly. So
yep.
I mean,
but I will make fun of Jason Tatum being a no-show.
Nah, yeah, that's it.
I will make fun of Jaylen Brown not being able to dribble with his left hand. I will make fun of Derek White's hairline. Glad he decided to just get rid of all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I love know. Hey man, speedy recovery to what's the name, man? KP, man.
I love KP. That's what I was about to say right now. I love KP. I was about to say I love the fuck out of KP. Like I got not one bad thing to say about KP. Yeah, but fuck that team. Drew Holiday, I love Drew Holiday. Like nigga, I wish
love him.
Yeah. Peyton Pritchard is great, nigga. I wish somebody would have drafted him other than him. Because he can't even get no minutes on that team for real. Because he's good, but their team is too good. Like
they too good for that.
No, you know what? Fuck Al Horford.
Yeah,
yeah. Fuck Al Horford for real. Because this nigga, I hate Al Horford. Like this nigga, Al Horford will hit some timely ass threes, but then this nigga came to Philly and did nothing. Did nothing.
But he was our leading 3-point shooter.
But he still was the fucking leading 3-point shooter because we was doing nothing that year. Nigga just came in there, clogged up the paint. Yeah, they got a good team. I like their team. I just don't like their team.
Exactly. So, but
they gonna win the chip though.
I don't know.
Jerry Russ rolling in his grave.
He ain't even in it yet. That's crazy. That's the crazy part. The crazy part, yo. RIP, homie. RIP, yo. RIP.
Oh yeah, we got a couple more days for that.
All right, yo. Let's roll on that, Lil, yo. Let's roll on that, yo.
All right, peace, y'all.
We might not be that back tomorrow night, but we're gonna see y'all at least before the end of this weekend, man.
Yeah. Thanks for kicking it, man. Thanks for kicking it with Trench and Romeo on some real shit. Thank y'all. And as always, let's make medicine.
And that's not meth. Don't make meth.
No. I don't even know how to do that no more.
I got the method, but not the meth. But all right, yo. Peace.